Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, welcome if you're new. Today's set we're going to be doing a recreation of V Nailed It's fire nails. I think they're called fire nails. Her first viral set. I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm just showing you all the products I'm going to be using today. And yes, I am breaking away from my favorite brush. I don't touch it through this whole video. And I actually really like this Kiara Sky brush. I liked it before when I used it, but I just get stuck in my ways. So here I'm showing you again all the stuff I'm going to be using. And today I did try Zulay's peel off base coat, which this morning, I did these nails last night, and this morning already two have popped off and I can feel the others are going to come right off. So her base coat for peeling off does work excellent. And this yellow color does glow. So at the end of the video, I will show you how strongly this color glows. It's pretty badass. And I did use the same colors that V used in her set. The only thing I didn't do was mix the nudes. She mixed Nude Panther and I believe First Nude to just change the tone a little bit. I didn't do that. When I find I mix them, even if it's the same brand, I find little bits of pieces that don't mix all the way. So I don't know, I just don't like mixing them. So I just used Nude Panther, and I did use the Kiara Sky Clear, which I show you later, and I am using Kiara Sky Monomer. Also, I'm okay at marbling, but I find it hard to make the marble look like flames. So I definitely didn't nail that part of it, but they came out looking pretty good. They just didn't look like flames to me. Maybe fire and definitely marble, but I didn't nail the flame look that she nailed. Also, I was thinking of trying this on a practice hand so I could have a different angle. So I could move my brush in the direction of flames, and I did try that on a couple nails later, and it did work better. So I just needed to change the direction of my brush, and I also needed to not move it around so much. I find that it ends up looking more natural or realistic, I should say, the less I move it around. So using the pop-off method and the peel-off base coat, I have learned that if, I'm a night owl, so I do these nails at night, and then I, edit the video, and then the next morning, like today, I do the voiceover, and I still have to file the nails because filing them always makes them pop off. So usually I end up filing them off of the finger, and then when I'm done filing them, I will reapply the peel off base coat and glue the nails back on. And then I'll do my top coat and record my video of the final set that I put on TikTok, Instagram, and I make a short of it, and I do that whole thing. So that's usually the next day, unless I happen to start early in the morning doing nails. So when that happens and they pop off, they shrink. I mentioned this in another video, but the acrylic will actually shrink. And so when you go to put the nails after you've filed them, if you've waited too many hours, or I don't know what the condition is, maybe if it gets cold, or if it's too cold, like where you have the nails laying while they're off of you, I don't know. But I have my grandson showing up here in about 20 minutes, so I won't be able to even file or finish these nails till this evening. So it's just upsetting and annoying that I feel like, a really nice set will now not be flush to my cuticle when I put them back on to do my video that I'm going to post. So let me know if you guys experience that too, or if you use the pop-off method. The pop-off method changed my life. I don't have damaged nails anymore because I used to soak off and file off because I would do a set every week. Now I can do as many sets as I want and not get any damage to my nail, but I can never file with them on. They come off, really easy. And I have tried a couple other methods that are a little bit stronger, but I still had issues filing, and then I couldn't get the stuff off my natural nail for a while, and I didn't like that. It was sticking to everything. Like my nails looked like they had a felt coating because I accidentally stuck my arms in my robe, not realizing how sticky that stuff was still on my nails. And so I walked around with gray fuzz on my nails that morning. So that was interesting. Anyway, I am still in the middle of trying to figure out my happy medium. I do hear other techs talk about this, so maybe there just is no solution, and I need to schedule and plan accordingly where I have time to file and put them back on so that doesn't happen. Anyway, so I wanted to mention that, so I live in Arizona, I live in Tucson, and we have very, very mild winters. People come from all over the country and the world to have our winters because, it's usually about 65 degrees during the day, when in other states, there's 6 feet of snow or whatever. So it is rare to get snow in the desert. You'll get snow on our mountains, which is beautiful with the sun shining during the day. But we did get some snow at about 2 o'clock this morning. I know because I'm awake, of course, naturally at that time. And it was just beautiful. I tell you, one of the most beautiful things is to see snow on cactus. It's just such a conflict of things that it's just really pretty to see. So I'm outside right now, and all the snow is melting off the roof and still stuck to the cars. So I just wanted to mention that we did get a little snow down here on our level. So the same way that people flood here for our winters, we call them snowbirds. You might live in a state that gets snowbirds as well, like maybe Florida. But they can't drive, they can't pay attention to our traffic, they go slow. Everything is packed. It's a whole thing. But I tell you what, they run, okay, when summer hits. They flee, as anyone should. Our summers are 115 degrees, scorching, unbearable heat, where you have to plot things like make sure that you're in your air-conditioned home and that you skitter outside to start your car to get it cooled off, because that's going to take 10 minutes for your car's air conditioning. Don't dare buy a used car that doesn't have air conditioning. You will not survive. Your pets or children will actually die. You can't put them in the cars that doesn't have air conditioning, because the interior of a car will be like 130. I literally have a scar on my leg from one time. I was wearing shorts in the summer and got in my car and didn't realize the seat belt buckle was laying on my seat. And I sat down and the buckle burned the back of my leg, like a blister burned. So yeah, the metal part of the seat belt buckle, fried my leg. So anyway, enough about the weather now. I've come back because I was doing that tutorial earlier, or the voiceover earlier. And now the weather's just not a cloud in the sky, bright, and probably about 65 again, even though it was snowing this morning. So we can get back to the nails now. So I really had no problem using this brush. I didn't have a problem adjusting to the larger or the wider brush. It didn't mess up my liquid to powder ratio. I'm sure it's because I was working with Notpolish products and I'm just used to them and how to pick up beads and everything. So I think I'm going to keep trying to use this brush. You guys, I did buy another pro kit from Young Nails to try to get my favorite brush. So the one I have that I always use, that I always talk about in my videos, is the one that comes in their acrylic pro kits. I've contacted, it's not on their website for sale separately. I've contacted them 2 different times about it. They don't sell them anymore. They don't make them anymore. They're discontinued. So if you happen to get a pro kit that has that brush in it, then good luck to you. Otherwise, what they're putting in them now are what's called their sculptor, some pro sculptor or acrylic sculptor or something. And it's a small size 9 that's supposed to be the same thing. It isn't, because you can buy that sculptor separately on their website. So before I knew that's what was going in the pro kits now, and before I knew it was different, when I wanted a new brush and didn't want to buy the kit, the very first time I went through this, I thought that was the brush because it looks very similar, and I got it, and no, it won't be trained. It's bushy. It's just awful. Which when I told them, they said, oh, you should have told us, you could have returned it. Yeah, but I mean, I just want that same brush. Can I just have that same brush? Because I've had mine for 3 years. It's still working like a champ. There's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like, okay, since I have never gotten out of my comfort zone, then what will I do when it finally is just dead? I mean, how long do brushes last? I take really good care of it. And like I said, it's been 3 years. But how long can it last feasibly? So I bought another pro kit after I realized that the sculptor was not my brush, and before I contacted them. And it came with not the sculptor and not my brush, but something similar to my brush. But again, the bristles were weird. So since then, I've actually contacted, like I went on YouTube and searched Young Nails Pro Acrylic Kit unboxings and watched people unbox those Pro kits and see if they got the brush I did. Then I watch a little bit of their channel to see, like, are they liking that brush? Are they using it? What are they saying about it? And most people are saying it's too small, I don't like it. So I'll message that person and say, hey, you know, if you don't like that brush and you still have it, I'll buy it from you. I'll pay for shipping, you know, let me know. And no one ever gets back to me. So that hasn't worked. And then Shannon, who won the giveaway, did tell me to jump on Young Nails Facebook page and that people sell stuff on there. So I did jump on there. But when I was watching YouTube videos of unboxings, I did see someone unbox a Pro acrylic kit from 1 month ago, and she got my brush. She's literally holding it in her hand. So I messaged her. She hasn't got back to me, but I ordered, there's 3 different Pro kits. There's the Core, the Speed, and the, I don't know, like Master kit or something to that effect. And I've never ordered that one. So I ordered that one. What Young Nails told me like several months ago was that, you know, luck of the draw, if you get one in your kit, you might get one in your kit, but we're not putting them in there anymore. So if you got the brush you're searching for is from a kit you bought 3 years ago, most likely that brush isn't in any kits we have on our shelves now because we stopped putting them in there over a year ago. Definitely all of our kits have left the shelves since then. So there's nothing sitting around that's 3 years old. No kits sitting around on their shelves that are 3 years old. So basically no chance of me getting that brush. But like I said, I just saw a girl unbox one 1 month ago. Now she could have had that kit sitting around for 3 years in her closet. I don't know. She hasn't answered me. So it's just all too much, Jen. Just get used to it. Just get used to other brushes. I have a lot of other brushes because I've tried getting out of my comfort zone, and I've tried many different other ones, and I've watched other people's, you know, YouTube tutorials, and I've seen them doing nails, and I'll buy a brush that looks really similar to my brush, you know, it doesn't have a big bushy area where it's long and thin. I don't care if it's bigger, it just needs to be stiff and long. That's what I care about. I don't like the fanned out bushy type, and I don't like them, I mean, I like them fanned out, but it's just too much to explain. So anyway, back to my entire point, which was I love this brush. So I'm going to use it on my client if I can. Now remember, my client tomorrow is the girl who had the stroke with really small nail beds, so I might not go right on in on a client with this brush just because I say I'm not confident with it, but I didn't even realize I was using this brush the whole time I was doing this application because it was so easy and not a problem at all. So I don't know why I worry about that. Anyway, I haven't talked about the application or really these nails through the whole video, so I'm sorry about that. We're getting close to the end. I marbled the tips, yep. Ombre'd the cuticles with the Nude Panther, and now I'm capping in Kiara Sky Clear. And at the end, how I usually post my TikTok, I removed the sound, you guys, from it. If you want to see the song with it, you can go to TikTok or Instagram where I left the music with it, but it is silent today because I didn't want to get copyrighted. So sorry for the silence. And then again, as soon as these are finished, I do show you a little clip of them glowing in the dark. And here I'm showing you the comparison between a Kiara Sky 8 and a Kiara Sky 10. I think the differences are like really huge because I would like to use a 10, but I don't want to use this 10 because look how giant it is. So what I'm using in this video right here is an 8, and I love it. So, you know, I can get Kiara Sky size 8 brushes all day. So I think I'll just get myself used to this one, which again, it wasn't hard to do these nails with this one. But yeah, the brush thing is a whole another chapter. So anyway, you guys will get to see how fantastically these glow at the end. So if that looks weird or unexplained, that's what's going on there. And after I cap these, I don't show the filing because like I mentioned, they are pop off, so I can't file with nails on. And I'm going to stop talking on this voiceover and let a little music play and let you guys watch the rest, so I don't have to keep trying to come back and add a voiceover, which makes it take longer to post and get out to you guys. So there isn't too much more left. You guys leave me a comment if you think I did a good job on these nails. If you don't know which nails I'm talking about, you can go to, I am leaving it in the description box, and of course I'm tagging her, but V Nailed It here on YouTube. This, when she created this set and posted it, this is the set that made her go viral. It just, everyone went crazy for these nails several years ago. And I've been wanting to recreate them, but I didn't feel like I, had the skill, which again, I still need to maybe try again so that they can look more like flames instead of just a marble. But let me know how you think I did. Let me know if you like the nails, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed, so we can get to our 500 and do another smash out giveaway, which, by the way, when I bought the pro kit from Young Nails, hoping for my brush, whatever's in there that I don't use will be part of the giveaway. So, I do make sure my giveaways are really, really good. So you guys, thank you so much for your loyalty, for your support, for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for even being here and spending your time with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and let me know how you liked my intro, and let me know just what you think about it. I made it myself, and I've never done anything like that. So I figured I needed to have an intro, get a little bit more professional. All right, bye you guys. Have a great evening. Thanks again for watching.